I mean, Sadiq Khan shouldn't be in office. He's not fit for office, is he? He simply shouldn't be anywhere near any lever of authority or governance. But that's an entirely different subject. It's interesting that Nigel says the top priority for people in the country, cost of living, and then fourth is, getting to net zero. Actually, it's the drive to net zero that is which is exacerbating the cost of living. The cost to the taxpayer is already vast, and you can enumerate that very easily. But the most visible example of it is the ULEZ charge, £12.50, if you take your jalopy out on the road. And that's been the pushback. But of course, as you've identified correctly, Dawn, this is Tony Blair pulling Keir Starmer's strings.
Wonder when he was going to come into it, yes.
It's Tony Blair pulling Keir Starmer's strings and saying, look, mate, in the run-up to 2024, you need to start looking slightly more centre. Otherwise you're unelectable. And Keir Starmer's knee-jerk instinct is to actually enforce ULEZ, to go for sort of economic emasculation in the pursuit of net zero. And he's having to rein himself in. So you see him doing U-turns all over the place. They promised £28 billion in order to fight what they call the climate crisis. They U-turned on that. They said no more new licences in the North Sea, and then they said they wouldn't revoke the 100 licences granted by Sunak.
No, hang on. Just to get it absolutely right, he did say no new licences in the North Sea when Labour come to power.
But that was before
Sunak
that
Rishi Sunak has put in 100 new licences. Yeah. That is now the policy that a Labour government will take over.
So the Labour government would basically follow whatever the Tories do between now and the general election?
Oh, actually, yeah, of course they will. Ben, of course they will.
Well, that just shows them for what they are.
No, it doesn't. It shows actually a responsible government. It's exactly what Tony Blair did. When Tony Blair took over in 1997, he adopted for the first 2 years Tory spending plans. That's so you don't disrupt the country too much.